Breaking this morning, the Austin serial bomber is believed dead. Investigators giving a live update right now. We're going to have more with what they say about the confrontation with police following 5 previous blasts. That's straight ahead.
With Alert Day coverage right now, this is Wave 3 News.
Yeah, it's an alert day right now with several school closings and delays at the bottom of your screen. They're scrolling there, and what a mess we have outside.
Yeah, big mess. We're keeping a close eye on the roads here this morning. A lot of problems we're tracking here. Live look right now from our storm tracker. You can see emergency crews there on the scene. We have a lot of issues with power lines, accidents, and people just plain old stuck where they are this morning. We'll bring you complete team coverage right now of our alert day. We'll check in live with Kayla Van Meter. She is covering all over Kentucky. We have Jobina. She's in southern Indiana this morning. Full service here on Wave 3
Can I pick the scene that I want since we have 9? I'll just take our little patio. You want to go back there for breakfast when we get off here? Okay.
A little coffee.
Not as much snow back there.
Let's check in with meteorologist Brian Good, kicking off our team coverage here on this alert day because, Brian, we have really heavy snow working through parts of Jefferson County right now.
Yeah, as you saw from the storm tracker, you saw the snow on the roadway, not just slush, but snow-covered roads we are talking about this morning. Notice the radar trends. This stands out when you look at this loop. Do you see these colors right here? That darker blue, that is moderate to heavy snow. This band is really tightened up across the area, across Sellersburg into New Albany, right across the airport down to about Highview into Hillview. This is moving backwards. This is putting down close to an inch of snow as it passes through here, and it's going to cause the roads to get even more on the slick side and certainly accumulate in some spots that may just be slush now. It's moving backwards, so it's heading toward Valley Station, heading toward PRP, heading toward Georgetown as we head through the next 30 to 45 minutes. So again, a fairly heavy band now crossing through the heart of the city. Then we get a break, and then there's more bands to the south of that, not as heavy as the one now in the city, but still putting down some snow from E-Town down to about Munfordville. Some of the reports coming in so far. Close to 6 inches here into Louisville, 7.5 now, close to 8 into Oldham County, 6 into Jackson County, 7 into Washington County. Down to the south, the reports starting to pop in now. Bardstown, 4 inches, 3.5 into E-Town. So this is a healthy winter storm. In fact, one of the bigger ones we've had certainly for the season so far. How much more? Still in another 1 to 2 inch potential here as we head into the morning period. As we get these bands passing through, we'll take them one at a time as they rotate in. The snow will taper off the flurries late morning and then end this afternoon as we try to warm up a bit more. On the traffic side here for this morning, boy, we got a mess out here on the roadways. Let me take you to the Fern Creek side here. We've got a crash in Bardstown Road there at Hudson Lane. We got a tree down on Johnson School Road underneath the overpass of the Snyder. We've got a crash here taking place in the Snyder very close to Old Henry. Another crash. Apparently a car ran into a guardrail there near Old Henry on the Center Freeway. And another tree fell on US 42. This is an area that has temperatures below freezing and snow that continues to fall. That's also where our storm tracker is, where it's 29 degrees right now, where Kayla Van Meter is right now, according to the sensor on the vehicle itself. And Kayla, what can you tell us?
Yeah, we're in the Barber Manor subdivision, and this is out here off Wolfpen Branch Road near Brownsboro Road as well. We pulled off into the subdivision because we had reports of a wire down in a backyard and possibly causing some issues with the fire. So I'll go ahead and flip the camera around and show you not only the conditions of the road poor here in this subdivision and leading up to the subdivision, but right now we're watching the fire department along with LG&E try to figure out exactly what's taking place. I do see, it's hard to see from this camera view, but I can see officials in the backyard of this home shining a flashlight up and down all around. I can see that light moving around back there. As we step outside of the vehicle, we actually smelled something burning. So again, I'm not able to confirm exactly what that is, but we can see that fire crews are here along with LG&E to actually pinpoint exactly what the issue is. And if you look down here below the lights that are flashing down onto the road, you can see again, not only just ice, black ice, slush, and wet roads, but this is accumulation here on the roadway here in this subdivision of Barber Manor. Very similar to what you'll see throughout eastern Jefferson County where we've been all morning. Plow trucks are out and about. Kentucky Transportation Cabinet dispatched their crews yesterday afternoon. They've been flipping shifts around since then to make sure they're covering as much ground as possible. We know here closer to Oldham County, Henry County, Trimble counties all hit the hardest here when it comes comes to eastern Louisville and Jefferson County in this way. So again, we're keeping an eye on what's happening out here. Hopefully we'll be able to give you an update soon as to exactly what's taking place at this scene, and we'll continue to update road conditions as we travel throughout Wave Country. For now, reporting live in the Storm Tracker, Kayla Van Meter, Wave 3 News.
All right, 6:04 now. Alert Day team coverage continues now from the other side of the river.
Wave 3 News reporter Jabina Fortson live right now in New Albany. Jabina, I know you've been there since the morning started. Have you seen things get worse? What's the latest?
Oh, yes, Lauren. Meteorologist Tawana Andrew texted me and said moderate snow is headed your way. It's here. The flakes are so much larger. I hope the camera is really able to pick up what we're seeing out here. Big difference. But there's also a big difference in the roadways. When I first got down here, I said that things were slick. Look at this. This is State Street in downtown New Albany. We have a car coming down here, and you can just see how easily they are able to pass through here. Completely clear. Look at that. Just drive on by, really clear here. But our photographer, Justin Hawkins, picked up something really interesting, a neat observation. This tree shows you where the wind is blowing in the direction of the snow, because nothing on this side, but if you walk around here, the snow is completely packed up. So all of this is coming from this direction. The snow is really picking up in this area, so I can imagine that the trucks will continue to keep coming down this way. NDOT says pretty smooth day for the most part on the road, so that's a good sign for commuters as they leave the house this morning. And we will have another update for you coming up in the next half hour. For now, live in New Albany, Jobina Fortson, Wave 3 News.
Of course, stay ahead of the winter weather this morning and the spring storms we will come over the coming months by downloading the free Wave 3 News and Weather app in your app store. We'll have much more on this winter storm coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, so we got to give you an update now on this big breaking news story this morning. The Austin bombing suspect now dead. This is look at the live update they're giving. Law enforcement is giving to reporters and all that, but we've got the information here. He's just about wrapping up here. A law enforcement source says the suspected bomber blew up a device inside a vehicle on an Austin interstate, killing himself as the SWAT team approached him. Police had tracked down the suspect at a hotel. Then he drove away and police followed him up onto the interstate and he blew himself up. This all happened just in the past couple of hours. Police not naming the person yet. They're working right now to find out how the man spent the past 24 hours and if there are any other explosive devices in the Austin area. That's the really big question, because you know what's been happening with these packages blowing up. We will continue to follow the latest developments right here on Wave 3 News Sunrise.
All right, here at 6:07 this morning, tough loss for Cards fans now. They were one win away from a trip to the Big Apple and the NIT Final Four. That's where Mississippi State those headed now. The Bulldogs with a dominant performance last night at the Yum Center. They ended U of L's season in most likely the David Padgett era. Final score last night 79-56. Cards finished 22-14.
This loss won't define this season. The way these, and I've said it before and I'll say it to the day I die, the way these players conducted themselves this year on the court but off the court with all the external distractions we had to deal with has been nothing short of remarkable. And I hope everybody, not only in this university, in this program, but in this city, in this state, appreciates that.
Class all the way. David Padgett. Look at the NIT bracket as it now stands. Cards lose to Mississippi State. They're now going to go on to face 4-seed Penn State. Beat Marquette tonight. The Hilltoppers, they're still alive, baby. They have a chance to punch their ticket to New York in the semis, but they have to take on Oklahoma State at 8 o'clock this evening.
All right, approaching 9 after the hour here on this early morning. Just got reported, by the way, nearly 5 inches of snow now on the ground into E-Town. It continues to fall there. Look at this moderate to heavy snow right across Jefferson County, downtown Louisville, down to about Okolona and stretching north and east of Shepherdsville. This is putting down close to an inch of snow as it passes by, and it's moving to the south and west and also trying to expand in its size as well as that happens. We'll be monitoring that. Much more on the snow on this alert day after the break.
And you are taking a live look from Live Drive right now. Of course, a look at the interstates there, the side roads causing a lot of issues here as well. JCPS and really every other school district in Kentucky closed this morning. Handful of them closed in Indiana as well. Latest updates on the Wave 3 Weather app.
Plus, we're going to hear from a local cafeteria worker being called a hero. What she overheard from one of the kids at her school that has put a man behind bars charged with child molesting.